new characters that will be given a new uniform in this very same update.
That's right. You may recognize this. This is the Marvel Studios Eternals uniform.
That's right. Now with this uniform, she has two new skills, and as part of her passive that come with this new additional skill that comes with this passive uniform. With this new skill, she's given an additional 10 HP recovery, with the addition of when using her new skill, Hurricane Dash, which we will go over very shortly. Let's go ahead and take a look at the new skills in action.
All right.
So again, a lot of her skills actually have a little bit more of a different color palette, so you can see here. This is skill 1, which is one of her new skills, which is the Eternal Sonic Boom. It's similar to her previous skill, but if you notice the difference here is that she actually dashes behind her opponents.
Nice. Okay.
Alright, so we move on to skill number 2. Again, skill number 2 isn't a new skill, but again, just if you notice the color is a little bit different, so a little bit of a visual change there. So we're going to go ahead and move on to skill number 3, which, as I mentioned, kind of plays into her uniform's new passive skill. I'll do this skill one more time because visually it's just very cool.
Yeah.
This again is the Hurricane Dash. As you can see, great visual effects, looks fantastic. Now this thing about this skill is that as far as the effects are the exact same as the previous uniform or the modern uniform, but the difference is that because of the uniform's passive ability, you actually gain additional HP recovery.
Looks good.
Move on to skill number 4.
Alright, I recognize that.
You recognize that little zigzag motion there. Again,
Yeah.
not a new skill, but again, just cool to see again.
Different color palette.
That's right. Skill number 5 is the
That's
Cosmic
right.
Cyclone.
I just love the way that speed is depicted. It's kind of like those old school zoetropes.
Oh yeah, I see what you're referring to.
Yeah, see it?
I'm going to go ahead and reset one more time.
A really cool stylistic choice.
That's right. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to her Awaken skill. Let's test it out. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do this again because the angle wasn't really right, but you can probably see by the time that skill ended.
I see a friend.
There you go. That's right. And you can see Makkari and her fellow Eternal Cersei join together in a stellar attack that paralyzes foes while granting Makkari. Now there's a number of stats in here, so I'm going to try to get through this as best I can. So this attack increases Makkari and Makkari's critical rate and damage by 35% while ignoring your foe's dodge rate by 70%. In addition to that, this further increases her. So when she lands a critical strike, her critical damage is further increased by 50%. And if that wasn't enough, her basic attack and defense is further increased briefly by 25%. So there's a lot that goes on with this skill. As it should, as this is an Awaken skill. And that does it for the fantastic Makkari.
I see some of Cersei's qualities in there too.
That's right. And you're going to see more of that in just a moment too.
Good, good. I want to talk about that more.